Evening, Tim Richardson. Evening, Watford Chris. Hello, Mark Borley, how are you, sir? Stuart Chapman, you raving mince pie. I'm Rob McElvey. Evening, Chasm Ritchie. Solly Simon. Mark Aldridge, sir. Troy Tempest, Melvin Clapton, John Owen Power, North Wales' finest. Hit Team Radio, how are you? And Sonia Fisher. Evening Perry, Lambretta 01, and Billy McCallum. From Manchester, Derek Hyam. From Mintsville, Baz Rogers. Clark Beadle, how are you? And from France, Yannick Granger. Evening Richard. Mark and Christine Smith. Come on you Spurs. Martin McPhail. And Mincers of the Mincer, Richard Blair. And of course Cheryl. Evening Adrian Wonkin, how are you, sir? Good evening everybody, Chills and Fever Part 2. Thank you to Andy Hill for an absolutely blinding set as always. Feel free to share, guys, if you will. Good evening to Adrian Hawkins, all the way there from the Midlands. I was going to say Leeds there, and Jill Evans as well. Anyway, here's a track you know, just a different version. Sure. Evening Melvin Clapton, South Wales.
I received a call from my woman
from Pontypridd.
Telling me she
hello Martin Pilnick, how are you, sir? Hertford Mod.
She didn't know
that's Kevin.
What to do.
And Carolyn Thompson.
Want me to come home.
Good evening to Tobias Lancaster. And Caroline. And also from the States, Dennis O'Kane from Seattle. Evening, Mivy.
Specialty, for I didn't know her love was that strong. If she had just a little patience, baby, I was surely coming home. I'm coming home in the morning. I'm coming home in the morning.
Evening Andy and Carol. And evening Mod Mick.
I'll be there.
HMC Culloch.
Little baby, to hold your weary hand. I'm gonna ease the pain in your heart. Never, 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 never more will I travel this land. Oh, I'm coming home.
Evening Davey Hughes.
I'm coming.
A pleasure, Davey. Andy Dixon. And Brendan Carr. Evening. From down south, Lorraine Perkins. Yeah, there you go. What a great version that is. I normally play the Lou Pride when I do the Northern Soul Rooms, but that is an absolutely fabulous version. It's from the Men of Country. It's on Acid Jazz Records, and it came out in 2014. I'm sure they've all gone by now, but if you can pick them up, they're not going to cost a lot, probably £10 to £20 at the maximum. What a great tune indeed. What a great version. That's what we like to do on Chills and Fever. We love to play different versions if we can get hold of them. Anyway, Andy mentioned something about what do we play. We play everything. No boundaries, no limitations, just get on with great dance music. Right, next up, from 1959, sounds of Little Richard.
Kansas City, wanna get my baby one time. Hey, hey, yes, Kansas City, wanna get my baby one time. Hey, hey, it's just a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, Kansas City, wanna bring my baby back.
I'm from South Africa.
Yeah,
DJ Nate S.A.
Wanna bring my baby back home.
Good evening to you, sir.
Hey, hey.
Every Saturday night, Chills and Fever
Since my baby
goes right round the world.
Hey, 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 hey.
Come on, let's be having you.
Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hey, child. Hey, now. Hey, now. Yeah, tell me, baby, what's been wrong with you? Hey, hey.
Evening, Bill Keeley, all the way from Southern Ireland. Hope you're well, fella. And a good evening to Ruby Whitelaw. Chris Davis, how are you, sir? An absolute pleasure, DJ Nate from South Africa. Pleasure to have you on board. Yeah, London Records, 1959. That's the sound of Little Richard, and of course that is Kansas City. Right, changing direction with a little bit of this. A&M Records. Sounds of Nino Tempo. Glad you're in, Adi Langston. Evening, Patricia Wagner. Grimsby Cockles are in the house. Cyril and Sue Poulton. Dave Hughes, you make me laugh. Yeah, big tune from about 2000 on the music scene. That was from 73, by the way, Nino Tempo, and that's the sounds of Sister James. It's Chills and Fever Part 2. Don't forget tonight from 10 to 11, we've got a wonderful guest celebrating a night of happy birthday, Davy Clark, 55. Really? Bill Keeley's coming up from 10 to 11 with his mega monster set due to come on for 1 hour. Back to Mr. Otis Redding. From Ibiza, good evening, Stevie Spencer. And good evening to Tony Bruce.
Satisfaction. I can't get no satisfaction. I have tried.
Come on, man, let's be having you. Evening, South Wales, Mark Taylor and Sean. Good evening, Steve Chumley and Lee Greenaway. The Big O. Evening, Christina Marr. There you go, the Big O, Mr. Otis Redding from 65. I can't get no satisfaction on Atlantic. First issue, that one. Obviously a cover from the Stones. Right, next up, going over to Jamaica. Come on then. Let's get skanking.
Something is on my mind. Something is on my mind. Something is on my mind, but I leave it to my father and I. Though many people around, they are trying to keep me down. But although I don't born in this town, I'm going to show them all that I'm grown. There's one thing that I know.
Evening, Russell Deal.
But although I don't born in this town, I'm gonna show them all that I'm grown.
Yeah, they go from 65 on UK Rio. Shelney and Lunley. Something is on my mind. Next up, an old soul classic and mod classic. Stroke R&B, stroke popcorn. Tommy Navarro.
When I was a young boy, I wish I knew what I know now. Well, then she couldn't have hurt me. She wouldn't have known how.
Big shout out to Sweetie.
If I'd been a
And that's from DJ Nate in South Africa.
I wouldn't be so all alone.
And a shout out to Paula in Galloway Island. Please, in these very difficult times. Not a problem at all, Robert Thompson.
I might have had her for my own.
Pleasure to have you on board. Stafford indeed, Baz Rogers. Nailed it, my son. Evening to Treble Britnell.
Till I cried my life away.
Till I cried my life away.
Well, I got a little older, but I still hadn't learned. I chased her all over.
And a good evening to Andy
I
Roberts.
finally lost the game. Well, listen,
Pleasure, Robert.
young men, you better listen to what I say. Never treat your woman too easy, or you end up my sad, sad way. You end up my sad.
Wow, John Owen Powie. In contact with Tommy Navarro's family. How good is that, sir? Yeah, Tommy Navarro, I Cried My Life Away. Rojak Records from 64. That was the sort of record played at the Stafford Top of the World when it changed, going from the sounds of the casino with the Stompers. It was slowed down, wasn't scared to play beat ballads, and garage and all sorts came in with the guys like Butch, Keb, and those Guy Hennigan, those brilliant, innovative DJs. They sort of changed it from the old brigade and brought in the new 60s Mafia. 64 Columbia.
In this dirty old part of the city where the sun refused to shine, people tell me there ain't no use in trying. Now my girl, you're so young and pretty, and one thing I know is true: you'll be dead before your time is due. I know. Watch my daddy in bed at night. Watch his hair been turning gray. He's been working and slaving his life away. Oh yes, I know. He's been working so hard. Oh, I've been working too, baby. Every night and day. Yeah.
morning, Martin McPhail.
We gotta get out of this place. If it's the last thing we ever do, we gotta get out of this place.
Got to get out of this shed.
There's a better life.
It's nippy in here. Well, it is just outside the door. That walkway from the shed to the house.
Now, my girl, you're so young and pretty.
Evening, Carl Hasso.
And one thing I know is true, yeah. You'll be dead before your time is due. Know it. Watch my daddy in bed at time. Watch his hair been a turning gray. He's been working and slaving his life away. I know he's been working so hard. I've been working too, baby. Every day, baby. We gotta get out of this place. If it's the last thing we ever do, we gotta get out of this place. Girl, there's a
Yeah, Michelle said it's breezy in here
life for me and you.
because my arms are all over the place.
Somewhere, baby.
Come on.
Somehow I know it, baby. We gotta get out of this place. If it's the last thing we ever do, we gotta get out of this place. Girl, there's a better life for me and you. Believe me, baby. I know it, baby. You know it too, baby.
Yeah, never be frightened to play the bread and butter of our scene. What a great tune from the Animals from 64. From 65. Gotta get out of this place. What a great tune that was indeed. Chills and Fever Part 2 every Saturday night. Andy always takes the first leg 8 till 9, and then I take 9 to 10. Well done to you guys from Edinburgh and Glasgow. Mr. Robert Kelly earlier on, 6 to 7, and 7 to 8. Birthday boy himself, Mr. Davy Clark. I'll have a tune for you later on in the set. This is the Pieces of 8. Oh, come on then, let's be having you. Dave Hughes, your mincer. Good shout, Mark Taylor. So you got Porth calling there. Well done, my son. Yeah, there you go. Pieces of 8, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? A&M Records from 1967. Right, next one, a special request. Asked for a big soul tune, one of the old classics. This one's going out to Phil Wallace, a very good old friend of mine from my RAF days. As requested, Phil Mondo. This one is for you, sir. from the sounds of Motown, from Detroit, Mr. Edwin Starr. Good evening, Heather Jeanette. And Silts Perry 1.
Oh, let me tell you, time is the one thing everybody fears. It just ticks by with no regards to years. They say time can bring about a change. Listen, but I ain't seen a doggone thing. But they say time, that's what they tell me. It takes time. Oh, every day they tell me, y'all. I keep hearing them saying, peace is the answer, that's what people say. But it looks like peace is getting further away. Together we stand and divided we fall. But people are still divided by that unseen wall. But they say time, that's what they tell me. Ever since I was a little bitty boy, they said, that's what they tell me. Every day I hear them sing the same old thing. They say time, they say time, they say time, they say time, but I wanna know, y'all, how much time will it really take? Wow, Lord. Oh, somebody tell me. Well, that day when time brings on that blessed change, on that day the whole world will sing. Time will have washed all our fears away, and peace will have brought us a brand new day. But it takes time, that's what they tell me. Every day I keep hearing them telling me that. That's what they tell me. Oh Lord, but I wanna know, Lord, it takes time, it takes time, it takes time. But oh, somebody tell me now, how much time will it really take? Oh Lord, that's what they tell me, Lord. Every day now. Oh, let me tell you now, it takes
Yeah, classic. From Detroit, TMG, 1970, Edwin Starr's time, going out to my very good friend Phil Wallace up there in near Horncastle, by the way. Right, one more, and then coming after this, we've got our featured artist. Here you go, double-sider Action Records. This is the B-side. I like the A-side as well. This is John Roberts.
Come on, y'all.
Come on, then.
My baby, I want you to be my baby, and I don't mean baby, because I'ma love you daily. I'm gonna love you early in the morning, hug you in the midnight hour, I'm gonna squeeze you every morning for you. I'm gonna rock it to you, sock it to you, knock it to you. Yes, I am. Everybody. If you want to, baby, oh, we gonna boogaloo, honey. If you want to, oh, we gonna shing-a-ling, we gonna do the thing, oh, we gonna walk down a fucking Broadway, I walk around a fucking block. I'm gonna knock it to you, rock it to you, sock it to you. Yes, I am. I feel good. Hit it. Oh, yeah. It's gonna be all right, baby. I wonder if we can get a little hand clap out there from everybody. Tell you what, if y'all don't feel this, you got to be out of your mind. Yeah, baby. I want you to be mine, baby. Want you to be mine, baby. And I'm gonna love you daily. And I don't mean maybe. I'm gonna love you early in the morning. I hug you in the midnight.
Joe 91.
I'm gonna squeeze you
Debuts coming your way.
I'm gonna rock it till you, sock it till you, knock
Eddie
it till you,
Cook.
yes I am. Come on, here, get it. Ow! Be my baby, I won't be my. Come on, girl, do it with me.
Yeah, there you go. That's the sounds of John Roberts, Be My Baby. That's on Action. That's from 1968. What a great record that is indeed. Right, it's that time of the show when I do my my artist. The artist for me tonight is the brilliant Chris Farlow, English rock, blues and soul singer. Born October 1940 in Islington, North London. He joined his first group, John Henry's Skiffle Group, in 1957, and 1 year later joined John Burns Rhythm and Blues Quartet. A further 12 months, and he then joined the Thunderbirds and went on to record 5 singles for Columbia Records. Air Travel in 62, Girl Trouble in 64, Blue Beat in 64, Just a Dream in 64, and Buzz with the Fuzz in 1965. For the UK and Sue collectors, Stormy Monday Blues by Little Joe Cook was in fact Mr. Chris Farlow. After 6 years with Columbia, he signed for Andrew Oldham's immediate label, recording 11 singles and 2 EPs. 5 of the 45s were actually covers, versions of the Rolling Stones. Ride On Baby, I Can't Get No Satisfaction, Out of Time, which reached number 1 in July of 1966. Other singles included Handbags and Glad Rags and a Small Faces LP cover, My Way of Giving. Right, the first of my 2 records dedicated to Chris Farlow.
I see a red door and I want it painted black. No colors anymore, I want it to turn black. Oh, I see the girls walk by, dressed in their summer clothes. Oh, I've got to turn my head before the darkness goes. I see a line of cars and they're all painted black, with flowers and my love, both never to turn back. Oh, I see people turn their heads, how quickly all they look away. Hey, like a newborn baby, it's gotta happen every day. Hey, oh, yes, I love you. You know, if I look up all night to all the sunny sun, oh, I know you'll laugh at me before the morning comes. I see the door, I want it painted black, with flowers and my love, oh, never to turn back. Oh, I
Thank
see
you,
people
Patricia.
turn their heads, how quickly all they look away. Hey, like a newborn
I agree, Stuart.
it's gotta happen every day. Hey, baby,
Mark and Christine, what's a beer?
gotta believe me
What's a pub?
when I say yeah. When I say yeah. You got to talk to me. I need
There you go. That's the first of my two Chris Farlowe records, Paint It Black cover version, of course, of the Rolling Stones. In 1970, Chris recorded a live LP, two studio LPs with jazz rock group Colosseum. In 1972, he joined Atomic Rooster, featuring on albums made in England, 72, Nice and Greasy in 1973. His chart days were over. His musical 45 output dried up, but he still recorded a further 20 LPs throughout the 80s, the 90s, and the noughties. He has performed in Europe and constant performer in Germany, touring with the Hamburg Blues Band. A regular performer in theatres, and in 2009 toured as part of the Maximum Rhythm and Blues with Maggie Bell and Bobby Tremblin. Right, they're my second and last of my tribute to Chris Farlowe. Played by Andy earlier on. This is a different version. Esther Phillips was played by Andy in his featured artist. Hound Dog by Chris Farlowe.
Just go down, just slip around, though. I don't want you, baby. I don't love you no more. You told me you was high class, but I can see you there. Oh, baby, but I can see you there. Don't lie to me, woman.
Yeah, there you go. That's a version of Hound Dog from the one and only Mr. Chris Farlowe. A very underrated artist, albeit always popular in the soul clubs and absolutely loved by the mods. And today, still constantly touring, Chris Farlowe, 80 years young. Thank you, Chris Farlowe, for everything you've done for the music scene in the UK, Europe, and all over the world. Right, I'm going to play a birthday request now. It's a certain young birthday of a guy called Dave Clark in Edinburgh. Absolutely raving minter. He's 55 years today, so I'm going to play this tune for him. Full throttle, rumbling, dance floor, enticing, wildly insane, soul classic from Chicago, 1966. Going out to Davy Clark. Happy birthday, fella. 55 today. Happy 55, Davy Clark.
You're a fine, pretty woman, baby. Anyone can plainly see. And girl, I try so hard to get you to notice me. Cause a crowded room when I see you, I'm trying to catch your eye.
Yeah, congratulations, Vinny and Ginny.
I'm trying for you, baby, Jeanette. I'm trying for you, baby, Jeanette. I need you right now. Yeah, yeah. I need you right now, girl. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hey! See that love, all right now, baby. See that I need.
Yeah, Baz Rogers indeed. Northern Soul Monster from Chicago, Ramsel Records. That is Wade Flemings and, of course, Jeanette. Going out to our wonderful Davy Clark, great set earlier on, fella, along with Robert Kelly from Glasgow. They did the first 2 hours of tonight. We're celebrating Davy's 55th birthday, full throttle, rumbling, dance floor, enticing, wildly insane soul classic. Right, next up, a bit of rhythm and blues for you. This is Junior Wells. Adrian Hawkins, 21 on Thursday.
Lovely, lovely, lovely one is the name I give to you. Your love so long, come on so strong. You thrill me through and through. You're sweeter than sweet, so baby, loving you, gal, is fun. You're a sweet little booger, give me a little sugar. You never leave your work undone. Talk, it makes me feel so fine. You just one big bundle of joy, and I'm so glad you're mine. You got me where you want me, gal. You found my one weak spot. Chills and thrills knock me out with that love you got.
Yeah, talking about rhythm and blues, don't forget, coming up at 10 o'clock tonight, 10 to 11, we've got the wonderful, the one and only, the man from Ireland. We love him. Bill Keeley coming up at 10 o'clock. There you go. That was Junior Wells' Lovey Dovey Lovely One, USA from 1964. A tune, the next tune I used to play at Middleton about 15 years ago. Sounds of Johnny Thunder.
But you ain't seen nothing till you see her move them big feet. Now I call her groovy, two shoes. Everybody's calling to a groovy, two shoes. Now this little gal's got two left feet. But man, but that don't stop her from grooving to that beat. You know now everybody gets.
Yeah, keep sharing, guys, for us.
And then they laugh like
And I've still got the Oddball record to come yet.
and then they started calling out groovy, two shoes. Everybody's calling to a groovy, two shoes. Come on and get it groovy.
Come on.
Rock it, roll.
Yeah, there you go. That's Johnny Thunder, Groovy Two Shoes, a big spin of mine at Middleton about 15 years ago. Used to absolutely rock the joint, and that's on Diamond Records from 1968. Right, next one up, Original Gravity. We've played this a few times now. I think it's got its release now. It's the sounds of Peter Gunn. 4 versions. This is Nesta Alvarez version. Get it before the sellout, guys. If there's anything what's certain, it's Original Gravity selling all of their numbers. Limited to about 250. Boom! Four-track EP, thank you Andy Hill. Not many left. Cheap as chips. And you can play out anywhere. Latin-tastic. Nesta Alvarez 2020. Sounds of Peter Gunn. Original Gravity. Thank you, Mr. Neil Anderson. Right, probably got about 4 records if I can squeeze them in. So I'm going to crack on with it. 1970. Sounds of Jamaica.
No, no.
Appreciate it, Patricia. Thank you for your lovely words. Aka McConnell, Trisha. Is that Trisha McConnell? Yeah, it must be. Thank you, Trisha. Who says Jamaica hasn't got soul? Mountain Sound, Jamaica. No, no, no. Dubtastic, says Richard Graham. going to be the oddball. Oddball coming up. Thank you, Derek. I appreciate your lovely comments. Richard Graham. Sorry, Perry Guardian. Oh, Guardian, sorry. No. John Scally, good evening. There you go, the sounds of Jamaica, No 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 by Marcia Griffiths from 1990. Right, it's that oddball sort of record we play, guilty pleasure, whatever you call it. I started last week with a Pistols tune. I'm going to follow that with this. Here we go. Come on, let's be having you then. Woo! Here we go.
Same old boring Sunday morning, old man's out, washing the car. Mum's in the kitchen, cooking Sunday dinner, her best meal, moaning while it's last. And Johnny is upstairs in his bedroom, sitting in the dark, annoying the neighbours with his punk rock electric guitar. This is the sound. This is the sound of the suburbs. This is the sound of the suburbs. Every lousy Monday morning, Heathrow jets go crashing over our home. 10 o'clock, Broadmoor siren, driving me mad, won't leave me alone. Johnny stands there at his window looking at the night. I said, hey, what you listening to? There's nothing there. That's right. This is the sound of the suburbs. This is the sound of the suburbs.
Hey, Kaz and Richie got it bang on.
Now they want anarchy. Play too fast, play out of tune. Break it in, I sing a bad mood.
B-side is good, Steve.
Good, the bass is too loud, and I can't hear.
Bill Keeley, I'm probably going to be about 2 minutes later.
This is the sound. This is the sound of the suburbs. This is the sound of the suburbs.
Sounds of the members. 1979. Virgin Records. Sound of the suburb. Yeah, there you go. That's my oddball. Had to throw that one in. We're going to do that every week. Andy will throw one in. I'll throw one in. It's just a bit of fun, a bit of guilty pleasure. And I think it's an absolutely great record. Thank you guys for tuning in. Bill Keeley, I will finish on at 10. I'm just going to do this. I did have a request for Kev Raymond. I'll have to play that next week, fella, because I've run out of time. So last tune coming up. Thank you, guys. Another version of this great record, one of the Bond themes.
You only lived once or so.
Good call, Martin McPhail.
It seems one life
Bill Keeley
for
coming up very
yourself
shortly.
and one for your dreams. Appears and love is its name. And love is a stranger who beckons you on.
From 67, United Artists record. Does anybody know this version?
Make one dream come true. You only live one life for yourself and one for
Thank you, Mod Mick. Thank you, Patricia, Baz Rogers, Mark Taylor, Stuart Catlin. Happy birthday, Davy Clark.
Make one dream come true. You only live to while.
Big wave from Michelle. There you go. 67 United Artists, You Only Live Twice by Anthony, as in Little Anthony and the Imperials. Right, that's it from me and Michelle. Over to Bill Keeley. He's going to take you through from 10 to 11. Thank you to all the guys, Andy Hill, to, oh, crikey, forgot the names, Davy Clark, and, forgot. Robert, obviously, from Glasgow. Right, good night, God bless. Over to the one and only Mr. Bill Keeley, all the way from Ireland.